episode. I'm just picking random shit here. I am not even like, I'm just picking random fucking songs off out of my choices here. I don't have a clue what I'm getting when I hit the, I just go boink, 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 hit the button. All I know is I put the banner up for Wheelburner, hit the song, and away we go. So, and then it runs for X amount of time and then shuts off, and then there we go. Where we go. What's going on, man? I am, hold on, let me just readjust, adapt, readjust, improvise, and hold on here. There we go. What the hell did I do? This is Barry Harbison's fault. I don't know why. We're just gonna blame Barry for this one. Everybody, blame Barry. We're gonna do what like professional studio guys do when the cameras don't work. You got a piece of napkin and just stick it underneath the. Right there we go. Oh, that didn't work either. Oh, we're gonna Rogan this thing up here. This is what Rogan does. You go into Rogan's studio, he's got fucking napkins and paper towels under all the corners of all the tables and chairs and everything. Woo! So what's going on? What is going on? I'm actually hot. Believe it or not, I just spent the last 2 hours in the kitchen making my meals, making meals for the week. I will not be pulling ingots this week. I'm gonna be out west. I'm leaving. Holy crap! I got back just in time. It's just starting to pour rain. I'm leaving Monday, and I should be out. I'm not going all that far out west. I'm going out to Winnipeg, and then from there it's hit and miss. Not sure where we're going. What's going on, S'more? Good to see you again, man. And then from there, I'm not sure where I'm going. Right? I could either be going farther west, which would be all the way out to BC. Or excuse me, or we could be running down to the U.S. We're gonna load something out of Manitoba, and we're gonna probably run down to the U.S., which would be ideal for me, is which I would like to do. That's what I want to do. Benito, what's going on? How are you? Anyway, so I just spent the last 2 hours in the kitchen, and I just prepared all of my steaks, my pork chops, my sausages, I cooked, I did a pork roast and gravy. I did, what else did I do? Taco meat. I've literally got nine days worth of food. And so luckily for me, some of it's in the freezer, some of it's going to be, so that's what we've got. And I took care of all that. I'm good to go for Monday. All I got to do is hook my trailer. I got to leave from the yard from here, go into Toronto, make a little pit stop in Toronto, and then from Toronto, it's go like hell for Winnipeg. So, and that's what we're doing. What does that say? Karachi? Did I get that right? Karachi? 76712. Politics? No politics. Kitty Craze, what's going on, baby? Good to see you. 24, yo, what's going in? Sterling Wheel, I demand politics. Brother, you bring it. You know what? I'm ready tonight. I wasn't so much ready the other night, although I put up a pretty good fight. They came at me pretty hard the other night. I think I held my own, but tonight we got to look at that, Sterling. We're ready. We're ready. We're ready to do battle tonight. Ugh. It's like a jolt. What's going on there, Buck Brown? I was just texting you just before we went live. Ain't no parking in Chattanooga. Well, that sucks. Don't go to Chattanooga, brother. Karen, great to see you as always. Thank you for being here. Harry, what's going on? Should do the politics. What's going on in Montreal? You know what, Harry? We're going to touch on that. Actually, we're not going to touch on that. We're going to fucking talk about that. But let's get through a couple. Let's get through some greetings and say hello to some few people. And then we can kind of launch off onto some of the politics. We hammered. I'm going to undo this because I'm fucking cooking here. We kind of not touched on. We talked about quite a bit of it the other day, right? But we're going to talk about it some more. right? And what's going on in the Canadian history and the Canadian politics in Canada right now. Because it was a joke what went on yesterday. It really was. I was in bed when Dar started sending me all of the information about what was going on in Montreal. And from where I'm sitting right now, I'm an hour and 30 minutes from Montreal. I can be in Montreal in an hour and 30 minutes. So, Harry, we'll get to it. Don't you worry. Sterling Wheel, you're not Snore Rider. And no, I'm not that handsome. Although I tried, I was trying to stay with you last night, Sterling. I really was. But I was doing the Jello neck head bob thing, you listening to I tried to like type and be active and chat away, trying to keep myself. And I was like, fuck it, no, didn't work. So sorry, man. I stuck in there for about 40 minutes. That's the best I could do last night. Sorry. What's going on, T-Dot? Good to see you, man. Haven't seen you around. Hopefully everything's all right. Melissa, Grandpa, you're so old, go to sleep. Oh, come on, Melissa. Young lady. I'm so old. How old do you, Melissa, how old do you think I am? Bring it on. How old do you think I am? That's awesome. Nice shirt. I can't afford it. You know what? I bought this one. Where the hell did I get this? Where the hell were Vegas? I got it at the Harley Davidson store in Vegas, and it was one of those times where I walked in and everything was 40% off. Everything in the fucking store, 2-4 was 40% off. So I didn't pay full price for it, luckily, and that's why I got it. The only thing I don't like about it is it's got the American flag colors on the back, and I'm Canadian. Not that I don't like it, but it's kind of. But I wanted the shirt, so I bought the shirt. Darcy and hi, Karen. Barry's good to see you. Tolga is here. Let's begin. Oh, thank God Tolga's here. Everyone thinks I'm Santa. Hey, be better, be good. So should we say, fuck politics finally? Oh, dude, you say whatever you want about politics. Some more, good to see you. Some more coming around the other day there. It was really good. I think we got our hooks into some more. Good Canadian. Thanks for hanging with us again tonight. Karen, good to see you. Tyke, there's our boy. The Battle of Quebec, making the stream in English and not French. You will not hear me speak in French. The only reason you will ever see me going into or out of Quebec is I have to be paid. I don't go in there for leisure. Don't get me wrong, Montreal is a beautiful city. Quebec City is a beautiful city. They're both beautiful places to go, especially in the summer and the spring. But unless I'm being paid, I don't even go into the province. I don't even go into the province. So no. And the only other way, and it'll be the same because I'm getting paid, right? The only other way I'd be going into that province is if I'm going out to the Maritime, to our beautiful Maritime, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, PEI, Newfoundland. You got to go through Quebec to get there. So good to see you, though, Tyke. Thanks for being here, my boy. Don't come east, T-Dot. T-Dot saying don't come east. Well, actually, don't go west. You should see what Dar's got at our place in Alberta right now. And it's funny because Alberta is not known for a shit ton of snow, right? They're not known for snow. They're known more for cold. They're not known so much for snow. And they got snow up to their eyeballs and the cold. And here I am in Ontario where we get the snow, and I got nothing. Like I'm running around. This is what I've been running around in all day, and is a t-shirt, like short sleeves, and a pair of jeans. This is what I'm running around in all day. So it's kind of funny, and I don't know. It's probably what 15 or 16 degrees here. Well, not now. It's dark and night, so it's getting a little colder. Come east, young fella. Yeah, I'd love to. I love going out east. PA got his first snowfall, and that was a shit snow in Scranton. Well, T-Dot, you know as well as I do. New York, upper New York State and PA, one snowflake bigger than a fucking dollar coin hits the ground, they start freaking out. Everybody starts freaking out, right? What's the weirdest thing I've ever ate? Oh, fuck, man. I don't know. Fuck it. Rattlesnake? fucking cooked over a fire. Like it was caught, killed, skinned, put on the stick, cooked over a fire, and we ate it. I didn't do it. Somebody else did. I've eaten just about everything, you know. Some of it I ain't so proud of. Ed, what's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten? And yes, I don't know any words in French to say. Poutine du français. Poutine. The only thing, I've said it 100 times. The only thing that's good that came out of Quebec is strippers and poutine. Poutine is the French fries covered in French curds, cheese curds, and beef gravy. It is so fucking good. It is so fucking good. It really is. Tolga is doing his best. He's saying yes in French. Oui. Marcel Adams, good to see you. Howdy, how? There we go. The real Beavis. Hey, Pezzy, what do you say? The real Beavis. Did you know they make Dr. Pepper with Diddy oil? No, didn't know it. Ain't gonna have it. Tabernacle. There you go. Look at this. You see the word French? You start talking about French and everybody starts trying to fucking get their 2 cents in, eh? Tabernacle. Now, wait, we know how to swear, right? Tabernacle would be like equivalent to fuck, right? Merde. Merde. Actually, you roll the R. Merde. Merde. Mange la merde. Eat shit, right? Merde is shit. So now you know how to say fuck and shit. So, and if you can come up with a couple other words in between, you can string together some sentences and sound like a real Frenchman. Trudeau is a moron. Ed, you're being kind, okay? You're being kind. You really are calling him a moron. That's insulting the fucking morons, Ed. That really is. Hi from Vancouver, Canada. What's going on, Eminem? From Vancouver, Canada. Hopefully I'll be out there later this week. Well, if I end up going to Vancouver, I won't be out there till probably Saturday if I leave on Monday. So, been a long time since I've been to Vancouver. Actually, it's been a long time since I've crossed those mountains. I've trucked. Usually, I truck, and about Alberta is about as far as I go, or I've been lately in the last few years. I haven't crossed those mountains in probably at least 4 or 5 years. Gone all the way out to BC. I've done it in a car. I've gone over into BC in a car, but I haven't trucked over in a while. Be nice to get over there. Be nice to get over there. I haven't been there in a while. Although I want to get in and get out real fast. I don't know. You know, I gotta fucking tell you, like, you know, as far as I know and I'm concerned, Jagmeet Singh runs that province, and I'm not a Jagmeet Singh lover. I'm not an NDP lover. I'm not a liberal lover. I'm not a big fan of any of them. And if I look at BC much like I look at Quebec. If I'm going in, I want to get paid and then get out. I really don't want to be there. I don't want to give them any of my money. Doesn't take away from the beauty of the province. It's one of the most beautiful provinces in the world. The people are fantastic. The politics in British Columbia is fucking stupid. Absolutely stupid. No politics. Trudeau's an idiot. Okay, I'm done. You ain't done, Andy. You're just getting warmed up. Canada's fucking awful. Pepe thief. You know what? Canada's political forum is absolutely awful. Terrible, Pepe. It absolutely is. The Canadian people, the country, the people, all of the people that are here, it's a great country. The face of our country being Trudeau and the Liberal Party, right? You got to remember, 76% of the country wants him gone. So he does not represent, he's only representing, 24% of the country. Only 24% of the country is backing him. 76% of the country wants him gone. So that's 76% of the country that we are good. We are good people. This is a great country. It is beautiful. I will stack Canada up against any country in the world for natural resources, all that kind of shit, but just for sheer beauty, right? We've got the largest freshwater lakes in the world, right? The Great Lakes. We've got the world's largest freshwater beach in the world. We've got the Canadian Rocky Mountains, which will go toe to toe with anything in Europe or over down in the States. Like, we've got some of the most gorgeous country in the world. We've got some of the most fantastic people in the world, except the French. But our politics sucks. Our fucking prime minister is a douchebag. He really, truly is. And our deputy prime minister, Krista Freeland, well, I'm trying to be kind. I really am, because I got out of control the other day, and I was saying I did too much swearing, right? You know, you're doing too much swearing when you're calling Krista Freeland a cunt, and I'm insulting cunts all over the world when I say that. So, you know, I really hate to say that, but I've got no use for Freeland. This is an uneducated woman who doesn't know her ass from a hole in the ground, and she's in charge of our fucking finances. She's the Minister of Finance and the Deputy Prime Minister. She's also the number 2 person on the fucking totem pole in the WEF behind Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum. Where do you think our country is being led to? Who do you think's leading it? Where do you think it's going? It's going down the way of communism. That's where it's going. Hold on, you turn this fucking heater down. Goddamn meat's falling off the bone over here. So yeah, does our country suck? No. I'm very proud to be Canadian. I'm a proud Canadian. I'm a proud husband, father, you know, truck driver, Canadian. I'm very proud of everything that we've got and everything that we do here. We just need a new face to this country. We need a new direction in this country. We need new leadership in this country. Me and 2-4 are going to take this fucking place over, and we're going to lead it. When did the last time you went to the strip club? Look, Bryce, I don't know. Probably at least 7-8 years ago. Where was I? I took my brother-in-law out, I think, for his 40th birthday or something. That was expensive. You know, I took him, me and another couple of friends, we took him to Pillar Joint. We got him all fucking tanked up. And next thing you know, he's gone. We didn't know where he was. And every fucking 12 minutes, a different stripper's coming up to me and asking me for $25 for a lap dance. And I'm like, well, I don't know. No, he kept going from booth to booth to booth, getting lap dances and telling the girls to come get me to pay for it. So it was an expensive fight. It was worth it. Don't get me wrong. He had a good fucking time, but so yeah, probably 7 or 8 years ago. You know, it's a really good strip joint though, Looky Bryce. You know, it's a really good strip joint when you walk in and your fucking shoes are sticking to the floor, eh? Some talk of Alexander and some of Hercules of Hector and fucking what? And some such great as this. But all of the world's brave heroes, there's none that can be compared with the British Grenadiers. Okay, Robert, if you say so. Looks like a biker. I drive a truck. We ride motorcycles. We drive trucks. We love our families. We love our wives. We have a good time. We yap away on YouTube. And all we try to do is try to spread the good word, be positive. No French. How about German, Spanish? Andy, are you fucking crazy? I don't English, man. I don't speak anything but fucking English. And my English is even far, you know, it's a far stretch from English. If I went over to England, Robert wouldn't know what the fuck I was talking about, and I wouldn't know what he was talking about. If I walked into an English pub, I wouldn't have a goddamn clue what those guys were talking about. I watched a thing on Netflix last night about an English boxer. And it was a female English boxer. What the fuck was her name? And she was the Olympic champion for years and years and years. And then she went pro, and she's a pro now. And I watched the whole documentary. And every time, she's got an Irish accent, which is similar to an English, I guess. But every time they'd be in the kitchen of her family. And there'd be 5 or 6 of them sitting around talking. And they're talking away. I don't have a clue what they're talking about. Not a goddamn clue what they're fucking talking about. Sorry. Don't know. I'm the same if I go into an English pub. Don't know. Johnny the Organism, good to see you. Hunter got all the snow. Well, Dar's got all the snow. Go talk to Dar. She's up to fucking here in it right now. And not only did she get the snow, but she got the cold. She got the cold. Because usually you got to think about this, right? In Ontario, it's humid, so there's wet. It's moist. It's a moist snow. It's a wet snow. And it can't snow once it gets below more than 5 degrees below zero, below freezing, right? It's impossible. It can't snow. Right, so if it's snowing, that means it's at least it's around zero or it's hovering around zero. Anything below 5 degrees, it can't snow. Out there right now, they're like minus 20, and it's fucking snowing and it's blowing. So, it's not good. She's not having a good time. Suppose the snow this week is coming. I hope not. Well, I'm hoping I get the hell out of here. I'm hoping I get the hell out of here. I know that Winnipeg's not expecting snow, but Winnipeg's going to be cold. So I know Winnipeg's going to be cold. I got a foot of snow here and more coming in Alberta. Well, Samoria, the same as my wife, right? Darth. She's killing it out there. Dan, hello. What do you think about Tasmanian independence? Dan, I'll be honest with you, not to be rude, not to be... I don't care about Tasmanian independence. I really don't. I've said this before. And I'll say it just this one time here today, and I won't ever say it again today for the rest of today. Okay? I don't care about fucking Russia. I don't care about fucking anything that's going on over there. I don't care about Tasmanian independence. I don't care about any of that. You want to know what I care about? You want to know what I fucking care about? Hold on. What I care about and what I'm truly like passionate about is let's take care of our own countries. And when I say that, I'm talking about Canada and the US because they're together. Let's take care of our own countries. You guys have got to be getting sick of hearing me say this. Let's feed our homeless. Let's feed and fucking clothe and house our veterans. Our fucking veterans. I am ashamed that I walk up and down you go up and down the 401 highway and you go into these things called en routes, and for the US guys, it would be like an Oasis or whatever. And you go in there and there's a great big fucking sign saying, oh, we're taking your donations, support your veterans, and so, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why are we supporting the veterans? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I do. I dole out fucking, you ask my wife, I dole out money like it's going fucking, it comes flying out of my pocket when it comes to the veterans. I feed them. I donate to them, blah, blah, blah. But I shouldn't fucking have to. These are men and women that have signed up, volunteered, put on a fucking uniform, picked up a fucking weapon, got on a fucking vehicle of some sort, went to a foreign fucking land, did some shit that I could never fucking comprehend, took some major fucking brain damage, took some major fucking bodily damage, came home when their time was done, and got told, thank you, bye. Why? Are you fucking kidding me? All of you Americans right now, how many fucking veterans are sitting on a fucking street corner in the United States, homeless, hungry, jobless, and yet fucking probably 3 years ago, the fucking guy had a weapon in his hand and he was walking through some fucking cave or cruising through the mountains in Afghanistan, Pakistan, Galagistan, Garanistan, fucking Hookistan, who fucking cares-istan, getting shot at, blown up, fuck all that kind of shit. And yet this poor bastard right now comes home, can't get a fucking job because he's got a head full of fucking brain damage and issues and PTSD, and who's nobody's helping him. But yet we're giving money to fucking goddamn the Middle East, or we're giving fucking to Gaza and Palestine and fucking all the fuck. Are we fucking crazy? What is the fucking matter with these people? What is the matter with these planes? The Ukraine has more fucking Canadian and American money than we have, for fuck's sakes. They got more of our we have sent them more of our fucking money than anybody that I know in the last fucking 10 years. Okay? And we're never going to see that money. That's not a loan. That's not coming back to us. Are you fucking crazy? I don't know how much the Americans have spent, but you're probably north of, what, $1 billion over to the Ukraine. You think you guys are ever going to see that? That's never coming back to you. Never coming back to you. You guys are never fucking, the USA is never going to see that fucking money. Same in Canada. We are never going to see that fucking money. But yet, I don't know what the numbers is, but let's just say you've probably got at least a fucking couple 100,000 the veterans, homeless, fucking whatever, where the money that they sent, I say you, but it's not you guys, but the money that the government or the politicians sent over to the Ukraine, and this is Canada and the US, the money that the Canadian government sent over there could have fed and clothed and housed and re-educated for a new job every single fucking veteran in goddamn Canada, in every single province, in every single city across fucking Canada. And I guarantee fucking to you, it's the same in the United States. Every single fucking goddamn motherfucking veteran in the US could have been fed, clothed, re-educated, fucking got the medical treatment that they absolutely desperately fucking need. They could have got it all, and yet the money went fucking somewhere else. What the fuck is wrong with this people? What the fuck is wrong with this government? What the fuck is wrong with this world? Kazakhstan, fuck whatever, eh, Sterling? And now look, I just went off on a fucking raid and a rant, and now I'm 70 miles behind in the fucking chat. Wally Wilson wants everybody to masturbate. Okay, you go first, Wally. Left hand, right hand doesn't make a difference. I'm just quickly. Oh, I caught that one, David Edwards. Moist. Come up north and now it can snow anytime. America. And you know what? I'm a Canadian, but you know what? I'll jump on your bandwagon for America. Greetings from France. Well, what's going on in France? How much fucking money have you guys sent to the goddamn Ukraine? Isa busy with pride flag? Knock yourself out with the pride flag. Alaska is Russia. Yeah, well, in the wintertime when it freezes, you can fucking walk from one to the other without getting your shoes wet, can't you? I'm just quickly going to jump through these fucking comments because I'm so far behind. There's no way in hell I'm ever going to see this. I'm a disabled vet, and I often donate to a disabled vet I know who begs on a corner. You know what, though, Karachi, you shouldn't have to. Thank you. Thank you for doing it. I thank you for doing it. You know, and I thank you again, whether you're Canadian or American, I don't care. I thank you for your service. Okay? I truly do. But why should you have to? Why should I have to? Why should Buck have to? Buck's another veteran that I know. You know, and I've thanked him for his fucking service. And I know that, you know, he's got some fucking times where his fucking head hurts from seeing things and being places and doing things that normal fucking people don't have to do or shouldn't be experiencing. Where's the help for these fucking people? Why, Karachi, are you paying for it? Am I paying for it or anybody else fucking paying for it? There's Buck right there. I have PTSD, and a backhoe. I'm good. There you go. As long as you don't have PTSD and an AR-15. The dying hope, bro, relax. No, not relax. Because it's people that sit around fucking relaxed where nothing gets done. Those are the fucking people where nothing gets done. Let's just relax. You want to talk about it? Let's relax. Fuck that. Fuck relaxing. Nothing gets done when people are sitting around fucking relaxing. Use your goddamn voice. Use your fucking brain. Use your mouth. Use your common sense. Use your God-given fucking right to talk. In the United States, you guys got Constitution. It's your fucking right, freedom of speech. You've got to fucking use it for fuck's sakes. Same in Canada, although ours has been trampled. We actually have to be careful what we say up here because it can get us in trouble. Fuckity fuck. God damn. Anonymous. Hey, USA has failed. Dimitri, you're entitled to your opinion. USA is not failed. Say what you fucking don't put. I've seen you in the chat and I've seen you just put little clips. The USA has failed. Tell me, Dimitri, how has the USA failed? I spent probably a third of my life, more than that actually. I'd probably say almost half of my life in the United States as a truck driver. I'm a Canadian, but I've spent almost half of my life probably in the US. Again, I love the American people. I love the United States. I love going there, seeing the people, seeing the country, da-da-da-da. Now, have they been well led politically? Fuck no. Did Biden let them down? Sure. So is that what you're talking about, Dimitri? USA has failed? Yeah, Biden and fucking Kamala Harris. Did they let the country down? Yeah, they did. So if that's what you're talking about, then fine. I can understand and I'll agree with you. But on the other hand, there's nothing wrong with the United States. I'll give you this. I will give you this, Dimitri. The United States, the people do have big egos. But why? Because they walk around the world with the biggest stick. The Americans got the biggest stick on the block. And they know it. But it's nice to be in the country next to the fucking motherfucker with the biggest stick. Right? Maybe you're not that guy. Don't marry the crazy one. It's expensive, Tolga. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about. That is called what? A morning laundry? Easy, almost $1 trillion. Is that what it's at, David? That you guys have sent over to Ukraine? $1 trillion fucking dollars? Like you're ever gonna see a fucking $1 trillion? Ever? You'll never see that, bro. You guys will never see that, ever. It's never coming back to you. Same with Canada. We are never, ever, 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 ever gonna see that fucking money. Gone. History. There are not enough people in the United States to pay tax to make that up. You can tariff the shit out of everything coming into your country, tax everybody to death in your country, and you're still not going to fucking catch that deficit. That couple trillion fucking dollars, whatever it's at. It's impossible. Is it true for Russia is best in the world? Igor, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Jesus couldn't drive truck. You're better than Jesus. Jesus never drove a truck. I don't know. I've been through some hairy shit driving a truck, and I know for a fact there's been a couple of times I've been sitting there going, oh, Jesus Christ. Who knows? He might have been here driving. I don't know. The cute preppy. There we go. There's a handle for you. Do you know how to shake the truck cabin to see the suspension? Why would you want to shake your truck hard enough to see your fucking suspension? I love this. Marty McFly. Trudeau is Castro's baby. Look at him. We've done this. We actually did this. I don't have it right now because I'm not at home with the computer and everything. But we did do it. Dar brought the pictures up of Castro when Castro was, I think, 30 something years old, and Trudeau when he was like at his age 30 to 40 or whatever. And there was a side shot of both of them. Marty, like it's too close to deny. You can't deny, right? You cannot deny. Mama was down there, right? Mama was down there. She was down there. What do you think she was doing? Getting a little piece of, like, getting some of the Cuban, you know? That money was laundered into political pockets, politicians' pockets. 2-4, I don't disagree with you. I said this the other night, right? I truly fucking said this the other night. How is it that politicians are coming in and their net worth is $1.5 million? Fucking 5 years later, they're coming out of fucking politics and they're fucking worth $210 million. That money didn't just fucking, you know, they didn't earn that money from their salary as being a fucking politician. You're telling me You know, I know exactly where the fucking money went. Catch any lot lizards recently? No, don't chase them. We don't chase lot lizards. And doing what I do, they kind of leave me alone. Ding dang, even if there were trucks in Jesus' day, he was a carpenter. So no, Jesus could have been a truck. Jesus was our savior. There you go. Jesus never drove truck. Come on, man. You know this. Mike Genesis, good to see you. How are you? I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just getting, I'm just kind of tuning down here. I got a little wound up there a few minutes ago because I just cannot get enough of, I cannot wrap my head around the bullshit that's going on right now between the Ukraine and then what has gone on. Let's shift. Let's go right now. Okay. How many of you guys, even the Americans, I don't know if it made your news down there. It made the news here in Canada, but how much did it make the news in the United States of what went on in Canada, in Montreal? They tore the fucking city up. They were fucking burning cars, burning buildings, fucking damaging property, and where was our prime minister? We had a full-on riot in Montreal, and it had nothing to do with the Habs losing the Stanley Cup, for fuck's sakes. That I can understand. But for fuck's sakes, because of Hamas? Hamas? Really fucking Hamas? Fuck you, Hamas. Fucking Hamas. Because these cocksuckers decided they don't like what's going on and what they're being treated and what's being said. Fucking Hamas. They turned around and they fucking got themselves together and took up on their right to protest. I got no problem with that. You got no problem with your peaceful right to protest. But when you start fucking lighting cars on fire, smashing up fucking storefronts and buildings and causing damage and people getting fucking hurt, that's beyond peaceful protest. Why? And why? Why are you doing this? Why? Because you want to be fucking hurt? That's how you go about doing it? Causing damage and hurting people. Fuck you. And where's our prime minister? Trudeau, where the fuck were you, you cunt? You twinkie fucking little fuckface cocksucker. You're at a fucking Taylor Swift fucking concert dancing. Have anybody seen that goddamn video of him dancing at the front row of a Taylor? He looked like a fucking fairy on wheels. He looked like a fairy on wheels. If I was one of his kids and that was fucking, and looking at my dad dancing like that, I'd have been so fucking embarrassed. I'd have fucking shot the fucking guy myself if I was one of his kids. God damn it. You motherfucker. Your goddamn country is burning down around you. And what the fuck are you doing? You're at a You're at a Taylor Swift fucking concert. You, my man, are not even my man. Fuck, I can't even say that. You're not even you, my man. You're not even a fucking man. You're really not. You little fucking asshole. You're at a Taylor Swift concert while the rest of the fucking country's on fire. One end of this country to the other, they hate your fucking guts, and you wonder why? God damn it, man. You didn't know what was going on? You telling me that you didn't have your Secret Service, police, your fucking whatever telling you Montreal is being burnt to the fucking ground, and you decided to stay there and watch Taylor Swift? She ain't that good looking. I don't give a fuck if she was sucking my dick. I'm out of there. What the fuck's the matter with you, you cocksucker? Trudeau, fucking leave. Get the fuck out. Go. Take Freeland with you. We will give you your pension. We'll give you your money. Take your shit. Take whatever you think you're entitled to. Take it the fuck all and just go. Don't come back. Get the fuck out of here. You don't deserve to be a Canadian. You don't deserve to be here. You are an embarrassment to our country. You're an embarrassment to manhood. You're an embarrassment to fucking the people of the country, not just the country, but to the people of the country. God damn it, man. If you were drowned into my swimming pool, the only way I'd save your fucking life would be to take my foot off your head, you fuck. You are so goddamn fucking retarded. You really are. And it's funny because You don't even have the backing of your own fucking. The only reason that you are in fucking power right now is because the fucking NDP is prepping you up. They're holding you up. You got a third leg holding your fucking cranny little ass up, you cocksucker. If the NDP, if Jagmeet Singh, for any reason in the world, decided to pull out and take his support away from you, you'd land on your flat little fucking face and you would not be able to get up. Polyev would fucking walk in, you'd be out, you'd be gone. And you fucking know it. The only reason Jagmeet Singh is propping you up is because that fucking asshole has to stay in power or hold to be the leader of his party until February so the cocksucker can get his fucking pension. You believe that bullshit. The only reason that the motherfucker is still here doing what he's doing is so that come February he's got his time in, his allotted time in, and that he can get his fucking pension. What the fuck is going on? What is it that we can't do? Why is it that we cannot get this fucking guy out of here? Holy fuck, what's the fucking wrong with this? What is wrong with this fucking system? It's been fucking rigged. It's been fucked and it's been taken. Fucking, the goddamn government is not even working right now. It's not even fucking working right now. Greg Ferguson, the fucking goddamn Speaker of the House, suspended fucking politics, suspended the fucking government because Trudeau will not hand over all of the information as per the Green Slush Fund, all the money, where it went, who it went to, da-da-da-da-da. They got the names. They know where it went. They know Trudeau's guilty. He won't give it over. So they suspended fucking government. No fucking government work has been done for what? How many fucking weeks now? What's going on? What is going on? What the fuck is going on where we can't get this fucking information? This guy is not a dictator. We voted him there. We should be able to remove him. Why is it so fucking hard and why is he still here? What the fuck is that? Ugh. If I say what the fuck is going on one more time, I'm going to blow my own fucking brains out. We got a lot of fucking embarrassing people in the United States. Well, the one good thing you've got right now is at least you got fucking Trump because you pick the politician you dislike the most. You don't pick the one you like the most. You pick the one you dislike the least. Sorry. And you know what? Trudeau at least is the one you dislike the least. He is going to come in and do shit. Okay. At least you know he's going to do shit. Stuff's going to get done and it's going to get done quickly, relatively quickly. Thank fucking God. So you guys should be grateful for that. Us, on the other hand, it doesn't look like we're going to get a fucking vote of no confidence before the end of this year. So we are going to have no choice. We're going to have to run this fucking dickhead till the end, till what is it, June or July or August or whatever the fucking election is next year. He's here till 2025. It is upsetting. It really is. Trudeau is a Castro. Conscious machine. I agree. Would you shave your beard for $1,000? Julian, I did it. I did it for less than that last June. Every year, my channel does a beard shave. It's for charity. This year we did the charity is called the Forgotten Angels. The live is still up. You can go back and watch it. We raised $12,600. We raised $12,600. There was, I think, 10 of us that shaved our beards, and that's why, because like by June of next year, this beard will be out like this. So, and there was 10 of us, I think, including Robert Tyke Truckin, David Edwards. David Edwards even shaved his eyebrows. Humberto, Buck Brown shaved his head. That was awesome. It was $12,600 or $12,800 we raised for the Forgotten Angels. And the year before that, we did this St. Christopher Truck Drivers Relief Fund. We raised, what we get for them? We raised, I think, $6,800 or $8,600 for them. So every year. So to answer your question, Julian, would I shave it for $1,000? You drop $1,000 in here, Julian, I'll shave the beard. I'll shave it off right now. You put $1,000 super chat in here, I'll shave it off right now. And I'll make sure the Forgotten Angels get it. Tonga, excellent, and you. Woo, woo. For the record, I don't support Israel either. Just don't bring your shit here. And I say, my government, what the fuck are you doing? Oh, dude. Justin Trudeau has my vote. No tax for Christmas shopping. He legalized pot. He gave me 14 grand with the CERB. He's paying for my teeth and my elderly parents' teeth. I mean, what's Polyev gonna... Okay, oh, Stacy. Oh, Stacy. I hear you. He won the election by legalizing pot, right? That won him the election. That's how he won originally. And I got you, right? No tax on Christmas shopping, right? So from December 14th, right, till February 15th, February 15th, there's going to be no tax, right? No tax. Oh, Stacy, where's that money going to come from? Do you honestly, he's going to lose. He's going to lose a lot. He's going to lose a lot of money, like revenue. A lot of revenue is not going to be generated from those tax dollars. And then he's turning around in April. Now, I want you to follow the string here, Stacy. Oh, Stacy. Okay. He's not taxing us. Okay. Now, he's not taxing. First of all, he's not taxing us on shit that really shouldn't be taxed anyway. You shouldn't be taxed on your food, right? You shouldn't be taxed on baby items, anything to do with your baby items, all of that kind of shit. There's a lot of the things where he's knocking the tax off that you really shouldn't be taxed on anyway. That's just my opinion. Okay. But so there's going to be no fucking tax. So there's going to be no revenue coming in, right? No revenue coming in for that. But then in April, he's turning around and giving every single Canadian who worked in the 2023 year. So it doesn't matter how old you were, as long as you worked in the 2023 year, right? He's going to give you all he's going to give us all $250. Now, I think didn't we fucking do the math on this? I think we fucking did. Hold on a second here. I think I got pissed off and ripped it up and threw it out. But I think what it came out to was, right, there's 39 million people in Canada, and we're estimating that 30-something million of them or 32 million of them would have qualified for the $250 check. So you take 32 million people times $250, it comes out to $7.5 billion. Our country is $565 billion in debt. That's what our deficit is in Canada, Stacy. And this guy is now about to add another $7.5 billion for a $250 check for each of us. Now, Stacy, I want you to ask yourself, what is $250 going to do for you? What's it going to do for you? In the big picture of your life, what is $250 going to do? $250? Okay, I went grocery shopping today. And this is just for me. Just for me for a week, for 8 days. Okay, a week in a day. So for 8 days, a week, it came to 126 something fucking dollars. So $200. What is $200 going to... You know what? Keep your fucking $200. Keep your $250. How about you keep the fucking... The government keeps the $250 because that's a one-time thing. That's a one... You're going to give me $250. You're going to give each of the people $250. They're going to use it for groceries. They're going to pay a bill. They're going to fucking... But they're going to use it once and it's gone. You want to help us out? How about fucking getting rid of the carbon tax? How about getting rid of or lowering federal taxes? How about lowering income taxes, federal income taxes? How about doing something that is going to benefit me over and over and over and over again? Everything that you just talked about there, Stacy, he gave me 14 grand worth of CERB. Where did that money come from? He didn't just pull it out of his fucking wallet and give it to you. You paid for it. We're still paying for that. That had to be made up in tax revenue, right? He's paying for my teeth and my elderly parents' teeth. Great, right? He legalized. He gave me 14 grand in CERB. No tax for Christmas. Everything that he's doing, that tax bullshit for Christmas, he's buying your vote is what he's done, and it worked. Obviously it worked. Oh, Stacey, it worked. Sorry. Everything that he's doing, everything that he's given you, right? It wasn't for free. Yes, it helped you, it benefited you, but somewhere down the line, he stuck his hand back in his pocket and he's getting that money back. I don't think Poilievre is going to be another Harper and just put people in jail. I don't believe that. I think what he's going to do is he's going to hold people accountable. He's going to make people accountable. He's going to use some common sense. We don't spend $1 here unless we have $1 there, right? There's no, let's run up a fucking deficit. Let's spend and run up a huge deficit with no way to fucking pay for it or no way to get rid of it, right? Every dollar you spend, there has to be $1 coming in. And that's how it should be. If he's in, and that's what he's talking. That's how he's going to. I get no problem. I'm not saying that I trust Poilievre 100% either. Stacey, I don't trust any politician. If I was a fucking politician, I wouldn't trust myself, for fuck's sakes. 100%. But I've said it before, and I've said it earlier today, and I'll say it right fucking now. Stacey, you do not pick the politician you like the most. You pick the one you dislike the least. You do your homework and you figure out which one of these cocksuckers, because they're all sleazy little fucks, you figure out which one is going to do the least amount of damage, and that's the one you vote for. Let's carry on. Freeloaders vote for commies, fucking workers. There you go. And a mohawk. Yeah, Buck Brown took the mohawk. Trudeau seems quite hypocritical. Turned his back on his promise to the Indigenous people. He has turned his back and fucked over everybody. Broken promises, broken words. I'm gonna do this. I will take the time later, and because I've got some other stuff going on that we're going to be doing on the channel, but I'm going to be putting together a list of all of the different bills and things that he's pushed through, and how dirty these bills are and what they're actually there for and why he did it and what's behind them. When you guys find some of this shit out, you're going to lose your fucking mind. $1. Give me a $1. It makes you holla. 99 cents. 99 cents? What's that, to shave my beard? Ah, come on. My parents are on a pension after working for 60 years here, far from being a freeloader. Hey, Stacey, if your parents, are on a pension after working for 60 years, why are they struggling so hard? They shouldn't have to. They shouldn't fucking have to. Why should any of our seniors be fucking struggling at all? Why should any of our seniors not have full medical care? If you worked for 60 years as your parents have, why the fuck are they should have everything. Because after 60 years of paying tax, 60 years worth of taxes, think about that, Stacey. Go ask your mom and your dad how much, if they estimated that they paid in their lifetime just in fucking income tax and federal taxes and pension and their CPP. Go ask them. I promise you, Stacey, the money that they paid into the CPP is way more than they will ever draw back out again. I promise you. So they got fucked. Trudeau fucked. The government fucked them on that. Where do you think all the CPP money has gone? Poorly invested and blown. By who? You don't know. Come on, Stacey, don't make me say it. Who blew the money and where did it go? Hang on, I'm checking the couch, Chesterfield. That's like the rest of us, eh, Mark? You got to roll the couch cushions for spare change. Is that George Herman? No, David, it ain't. MAGA sucks shit. You know what? Everybody's entitled. Mark, I got no problem with you saying that. You're entitled to it. All I ask, 100%, is I just say, hey, Mark, if you want to say make America great again sucks shit, and you can write the word shit in my chat, I'm good with it. Tell me why. Tell me why. Don't just say mega sucks shit. Tell us why. Let's talk about it. Figure it out. Maybe you know something I don't. Maybe you know something we don't. Who knows? Trump is going to start World War III. There's about three or four different players in the world that are quite capable of starting World War III. Trump has no desire to fucking start World War III. Also, Trudeau isn't paying for fuck all, Stacey. Our taxes pay for everything. Don't admire that fool. I agree. All the politicians suck, but sometimes they don't give you any other chance, folks. I absolutely agree, Tolga. Hello, Hannah. Say that you were in jail in the 2000s. Is that true? Hello, Hannah said that you were in jail in the 2000s. Is that true? Well, Phil, whether I was in jail in the 2000s, was I in jail in 2000s? Regardless, is that important to you? We'll keep my few teeth I have left, at least. I'll own them and my God-given rights. I hear you. Hello from across the pond. Darren, good to see you. Thanks. Stupid MAGA doesn't know what tariffs are. Explain. Like, you keep putting up like titles, like a title to a book, but tell me what's inside the book. Don't put up stupid MAGA doesn't know what tariffs are. Whoa, $250 you say. Yeah, a whole whopping, Mark, a whole whopping $250. You know what? You're right, Stacey. $250 isn't nothing. It's nothing. It's not going to do anything for you. What's it going to do? It's going to buy it's going to buy you and your boyfriend or you and your husband. And if you have kids, it won't cover the kids. But it would cover groceries for 1 week for 2 people. $250. If you're a family of 4, unless you're fucking really fucking frugal and you are like couponing it, and $250 won't buy a family of 4 groceries for a week. Not if you want to eat some like decent food, you know. Yeah, you can go buy like 6 boxes of Kraft dinner for fucking $5 and live on that if you want, but I don't suggest you do. What a boring monologue. Okay, if you say so. You know what? Tell you what. If my monologue and if I'm boring, A, don't watch, and B, go get a channel and do it yourself. That's all I say. If you can do better, go do better. What do I care? Don't forget to leave a like. Absolutely. Come on, fuckers. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. It's not nothing when you add it up, Stacey. $250 is fucking nothing. But like I said, add that up over 30 something million people, right? So you got $7.5 billion. Stacey, where is that money coming from? Wait, he's giving away $7.5 billion on a country that has a $565 billion deficit. So he's now tacked on another $7.5 billion. Where's the money coming from? Right? And on top of that, now we've got the carbon tax. So we've got a carbon tax that's absolutely killing us. And the carbon tax is going to fuck you, Stacey, on your gas, your heating oil, your propane, your natural gas, and then anything that has to do with any of those, right? So the gasoline that goes in your car for you to go to work, it now just got more expensive for you to go to work. So now it got more expensive for you to run your car. It also got more expensive for you to buy a car because those cars have to go on trucks when they leave the plant and have to be trucked out to the dealership. Well, the truck fuel just got more expensive. So now the rates for the truck to transport the cars just got more fucking expensive. You see where it's going? It goes all the way down the line. All the way down the line. I drive a truck. I'm sitting in it right now. My fuel, my diesel fuel, the price of it in the last 2 years has gone up 2.5 times. Okay, as a Canadian, I can't speak necessarily for the Americans because you guys fuel, it does a whole lot more of this than ours does, up and down, and it is cheaper. But as a Canadian, our fuel up here is ridiculous. It's gone up 2.5 fucking times. And now with this carbon tax, okay, 61 cents out of every liter of my fuel is taxed now. Is just carbon tax. That's not federal tax. That's not fucking provincial tax. That is just the carbon tax. 61 cents of that liter of that. So now the cost for me to run the truck has now gone up another 61 fucking cents just in fuel alone. Well, what do you think, Stacy? I'm going to just eat that cost? Well, no. This goddamn truck literally takes barrels of money to keep running. So do you really think, I'm going to eat that cost of that tax, of that fuel? No. I'm going to pass that on to the distributor, shipper, receiver, distributor, whoever's paying me. That's going to get passed along. And then it's going to get passed along down the line. And then eventually, Stacy, at the end of the day, it's going to get passed along to you. That bag of fucking carrots or those diapers that you're buying, okay? Now, I don't know what a package of diapers costs, but let's just say it's $15. All of a sudden, you're going to wake up on, it's $15 on Friday. You're going to wake up on fucking Monday and go buy diapers, and they're fucking $29.95. Can you afford that? Now, no, that doesn't just apply to diapers. That applies for every single thing in your household because everything had to be either trucked in, boated in, trained in, and all of it uses fuel. All of it uses gas, diesel, propane, natural gas. What do you heat your house with? Natural gas or propane or heating oil? All of it falls under that fucking same, it's all taxed. So, Stacy, it's not good. Just the sales tax of pot alone can pay for that. But that doesn't, no, it doesn't. Someone ain't managing money properly. Okay, well, let's just say, Stacy, that the pot sales alone, okay, the tax, the income tax, or not the income tax, sorry, the GST, the HST, let's say that alone, okay, can pay for that. But the mismanagement of money. Who manages the money in the federal government? Krista Freeland, right? She's the Minister of Finance. She's also the Deputy Prime Minister, which is like the Vice President, right? It's the Deputy Prime Minister. So she's got her hands on the purse strings. Trudeau is her boss. He's the Prime Minister. Who's talking about the money? Who's spending the money? When Trudeau's in the basement with his fucking money paper printer like this, and he's printing it out because he's spending it faster than we can generate it with taxes. That's called inflation. And that's what's going on. That's what's happened to us. So yeah, even if the money was even if the sales tax, and I'm telling you right now, the pot sale, the tax revenue from pot sales alone is not enough. Why? Be honest with you, why? Because there's just not enough pot being sold. Think about that. There's not enough pot being sold. Listen, okay, Robert's about to step in. Ready? You guys all ready? Mind you, I'm behind in comments. You guys have already read this. For fuck's sakes. This is Robert. This ain't me swearing, okay? This is Robert. How many times do I have to tell you there is no money? It's not even... What? It's a big Fugazi? Credit card. They don't need your tax money. It's their giant Ponzi scheme. Grandpa, greetings from N. From N. Come on, man. N? Where the hell is N? I don't know where N is. I vote we talk about sex. Buck, we can talk about sex if you want. $250 will buy a bunch of craft dinner, and that's just about all you're going to get. That's all you're going to get, Mark. $250 is all you are going to get. Okay? You better like craft dinner. Lucky for me, I do. I don't live on craft dinner. Don't get me wrong. I do like it, but I don't live on it. Oh, I'll make you uncomfortable. What's going on, Robin, my boy? Good to see you, brother. Hello, everyone. Can't stick around. I got to get back to the farm. It's all right, man. Come on down. Right, Stacy? It's your beloved Trudeau not handling it. Yeah. I wish it were legal here. I got no problem with legalized weed, with legalized pot. It's when I look at the province of British Columbia where they didn't legalize all the drugs, they just decriminalized it. Okay, so it means it's not legal to sell it and buy it, but if you have it, you won't they won't charge you for having it. It's decriminalized. I don't agree with that. I truly do not. I truly do not agree with that. You do not decriminalize cocaine, heroin, fentanyl. You know, whoever came up with that brilliant idea is fucking should be dragged out in the center of town square and shot. Whoever came up with that, I don't know. I should actually fucking find that out. I don't have a clue. All tax is theft. Well, you know what? Where the fuck? Who was I listening to? I was listening to somebody earlier today, and they were talking about taxes. What the fuck was it? No, I don't want to talk. Actually, I won't say it because I'll probably misquote it and fuck it up. But I think it was something to do with like World War II, where fucking taxes were brought in to support this, but they were supposed to stop eventually. It had something to do with the American government, or with World War II, whatever. The thought crossed my head. Sorry, I shouldn't have fucking brought it up. All taxes theft. I agree with that. I agree. Keep the $250, and the sale of pot alone will pay that imaginary debt. The sale of pot, the tax generated from pot will not pay a $565 billion fucking deficit. Stacy, I don't care how much pot you smoke. Sweetheart, I have 6 kids. I have 6 daughters. 6. And a beautiful wife. All of which who smoke pot. Okay? Some of them are hardcore fucking, like, we're talking, they can hotbox a fucking 2-car garage. And I'm telling you right now, you cannot smoke enough pot to wipe out a $565 billion deficit. You go ahead and give it a fucking try, Stacy. Give it your best. God damn it, woman, make a fucking video of it. Start a YouTube channel. I'm saying, call it Stacy's debt reform, right? I'm gonna pay off the fucking deficit by smoking weed. Me and my fellow Canadians, or me and my friends, or whatever. We're gonna pay off that deficit one goddamn fucking dollar at a time by smoking weed. Your fucking lungs will collapse long before you fucking do that. I see you and Dara getting at it. Okay. Smart, we're taxed on the tax of our taxes, for fuck's sakes. It's funny how, Smart, you're absolutely right? You think about it, right? You make the money, right? You go to work, you make the money. You're taxed on it. Then they give you what's left over, right? So then they put it in the bank. So then you go to the store, right? And you buy something, and you're taxed on that. So I think there was somebody that broke it down. I don't know who it was. I think it was Jordan Peterson or whatever. And he broke it down to the fucking dollar. They took an average salary of somebody that made like $65,000 a year. And after they did all of their buying and purchasing and all of just their general living expenses and shit like that for the whole fucking year, like the poor fucking guy, like he was making like 30 cents an hour or something like that. After all of the tax and all the shit that came out of all the provincial tax, federal tax, slice of this, slice of that, HST, GST, fucking all of it, it's ridiculous. Canada's debt for 23-24 is 2.18 trillion. That's insane. Who's going to pay that? Karen, can you smoke enough weed to fucking pay that debt? Calm down, fuck potato. Hey, whatever. In Russia, there's no such thing as money. No, they just take what they want. Phil, you really don't want to get what you're asking for. Well. Everyone's saying hi. They'll always claw the money back. It doesn't matter, eh? Everyone's saying hi to Robin. Kitty, we are. Oh, hold on. Fucking, what the hell was that? It's always sunny in Westeros. There's a $1.99 super chat. Thanks, bro. Hey, thank you. Appreciate the super chat. I'll take $1.99 all day long. It's $1.99 more than I had 15 minutes ago. Kitty, we are a self-sustainable country. There is no way we should be in debt. Canada's needs to hoard our water, diamonds, gold, and there would be no debt anywhere. Stacey, that is probably the first thing that you've said here tonight that I will agree with you. I will agree with you. Okay? If we used our own oil, our own gas, like you said, diamonds, gold, if we used our own resources, okay, we are a country that can sustain ourselves with very little outside. Okay, there's maybe a couple of things that we might need from to bring in from other countries, but other than a couple little things, we are able to sustain it. And because there's only 37 million or 39 million of us, and our country is the second largest square mile wise in the world. That's a lot of square mile. That's a lot of real estate for so few people, right? We could do very, 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 very well with that. We really, truly could. Why aren't we doing it? If we were using our own natural gas, propane, and oil, do you know that we'd be paying like fucking 20 cents a fucking liter for fucking gas and 15 cents a liter for fucking for diesel? Your natural gas, right? We have some of the biggest natural gas deposits in the fucking world. Same with our oil. We have some of the biggest oil deposits in the world. If we were to use our own. But why do we not do that? Why? Because we buy it for cheap. We buy it cheaper from the Saudis and from the Middle East. We buy it cheaper from them than we sell it to the third world countries. We actually sell a good portion of our oil to the Americans. And we sell it to them. And the Americans are going to hate to hear this, except the Americans pay us more for our oil than we import it from the Saudis for. You believe that shit? Right? So it's not just the Americans, but we sell a lot of our oil to like a lot of the South American countries and everything like that. And there's a lot of oil down there as well. But we sell it down there for more than we import it for. Now, from a business scale, that makes sense. It does make sense from a business scale. If you can make more by selling it and still import it and it's cheaper, why wouldn't you? Yes. But we can still take about a slice of that and make and keep enough of it at home here where we can fucking sustain ourselves with oil, gas, all that kind of shit. We can do all that. Why wouldn't we? That's called greed. That's called greed. Stacey, I agree with what you said, but that's why we don't do it. Isn't Justin Trudeau an idiot? Isn't he an idiot? He's not only an idiot, he's a fucking idiot. Staying off the grid. That is awesome. That is awesome. You are fucking awesome, dude. Keep that going. I'm an American giving you money. It's always sunny in the Westeros. You know what, man? I'll take American. Your $1.99 is worth $2.60 to me. $2.65 Canadian. So I'll take $2.65. That's, you know what that is? That's the cost of an extra large coffee for me. That's how much a Tim Hortons double is, an extra large. So, man, I appreciate it and I thank you. I truly do. Love your money. But you know what? Do me a favor there. It's always sunny. Hit the like button. And if you want to hang out with us and listen to me rant some more and just go off on my rails and fucking lose my mind and maybe reel it in once in a while and then get exploded and go, you know what? Hit the subscribe button and come hang out with us some more. Yes, the debt is imaginary until they sell bonds into the market and real people invest. That's pensions. Yeah. Hedge funds and other investors, they invested in Fugazi. Trudeau will get what he has coming to him along with Trump. Trucking with Corey G. Trudeau and Trump are two different fucking politics. Okay, they truly are. Right? You got to remember, Trudeau's a liberal, so he's a Democrat. Trump's a Republican, so he's a conservative. So Trump and Polyev, their politics align. They truly do. Trudeau and Biden, or Trudeau and Kamala, whatever, their politics align. One's a Democrat, one's a liberal. Same party, different country. So it's awful hard to say, you know, Trudeau will get what's coming to him along with Trump. I think what Trump is going to do for the Americans, like I said, it's not necessarily, you don't necessarily have to like it, but he's going to do a lot better than the liberal or than the Democrats have done. He's going to change some shit. He's going to change it fast. And I'm telling you right now, he better change it quick and he better change it fast because he's only got 4 years to do it. Right? He's already served 1 term. He can only serve 2, and he's only got 4 years on the last term to do it. After that, he's fucking done. So he better step up and get this shit done fast. Otherwise, the Democrats are going to step back in because Michelle Obama, they're already grooming that cunt. They've already gotten Michelle Obama. They're grooming her. She's going to be the next ticket. She's going to be on the next ticket for the Democrats in 28. Guarantee you. Hold on, we got a bug. How there's a bug at this is beyond me, and I didn't get him. Because you hear in the media, I'm not an accountant. What? Because you hear in the media, I'm not an accountant. I haven't seen how they've cooked the books in real time. I don't believe shit they say. To take their word for it is really dumb. Well, that's Stacey. I agree with that. I don't believe anything. Okay. The only time I'll believe it is if somebody gets caught, right? There's so much lying and so much shit that's going on. I want to see, I want to see it in black and white. And I'm one of those as well. I guess maybe because I'm a little bit older, I won't believe it until I see it. I have to see it. The proof is in the pudding. Make it happen. And let me see the effects. Don't just tell me I'm going to legalize weed. That's one thing the guy actually did. He said he was going to legalize weed and he fucking did it. But he won the election with it because he brought out a whole new voting base of the 18 to 25-year-olds who never vote. But when he said, I'm going to legalize weed, who's the majority of the biggest pot smokers in Canada? 18 to 25-year-olds. Those cocksuckers ran to the polls so fast, they were on fire. That won him the election. And good on him. And he did what he said he was going to do. Has he done anything else since then? No. No, he hasn't. Okay, Stacey, now you have me convinced that you are a complete. Okay. That feeling when knee surgery is tomorrow. Hit the gritty. Dewana, good to see you. What's going on, Dewana? Their pension doesn't pay for their teeth. They now make 60 grand a year on pension. 60 grand is less than half of what they make. Right. But your pension isn't supposed to, well, actually, that's a lie. I correct myself. When the Canada pension was originally put in place, it was supposed to be able to support you after you retired. Unfortunately, with inflation and the cost of living and everything like that, it hasn't worked out. So even with your pension, if you didn't put money away in RSPs, T-bills, GICs, fucking investments and everything like that, if you didn't do that, your Canada pension and your old age pension is not enough now. Unfortunately, Stacey, that sucks. It truly fucking sucks. And I don't know what to say about that. There's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you or me can do about that. The problem we've got is, why is inflation so high? Why is Canada's GDP fucking ridiculous? I don't know what it is. I don't know what the exact number is, but it's this number here. It's this number here, and then it was this number here. It's now a ridiculous number. It's fucking stupid. Okay? Their pension doesn't pay for their teeth. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to be honest with you, it should. As a senior citizen, if you work 60 fucking years in this country, you pay and all that money goes into your pension, and you have your OHIP and you've got your health and all the health plan and health care and all that shit, you should have medical. You should have dental. You should have eye care. You should have all of that. You should, if you work 60 years in this country, but you don't. And that's not, Stacey, that's not your parents' fault. That's the government's fault. That's poor management of fucking money. The Canadian Pension Fund has been mismanaged. It's been given away. There's not enough money. There's not enough of us paying into it to replenish it for your parents or my parents. Luckily for me, my parents, they get theirs, but they had investments and da-da-da-da-da. But there's still, if my mom and dad both, had to rely just on the Canada Pension Plan for their retirement, they'd be eating fucking canned cat food. It's not enough money to live on. You can't fucking live on it. It's impossible. And that's because the Canada Pension Plan has been so poorly mismanaged over the last fucking 10 years. Well, guess what, Stacey? Who's been in power for the last 9.5 fucking years? Mr. Trudeau. So I tell you what, Stace, write yourself a letter to Mr. Trudeau, asking him where the fucking money went, and see what you get back. Confession time. I love it when Sis gets riled up. Yeah, me too. Not necessarily like that, though. Toga, yeah, derivatives sell it 10 times over. More Fugazi. You like that word tonight, Robert, eh? Don't forget that. Hit that like button. Guys, take it easy on her. You know what? She's entitled to think what she wants. She truly is. She's entitled to voice. At least she's not sitting there. I'll be honest with you. She's not sitting there like a bunch of other people do, and just throw up a headline and go, Trudeau is the greatest. Or Trudeau's this. Fucking tell us why. Back your points. Give us your points. At least she's trying. She's trying. I don't know. I can't say whether she's doing very well or not. In my humble opinion, I'd say not really. But at least she's fucking trying. Don't jump on Stacey too hard. Kitty crazed, don't jump on Stacey too hard. 24, what's that? Buck Brown, 24. We should start bashing about what? We should start bashing each other about our motorcycles, and maybe that'll change the subject. I don't have one right now. I can't bash anybody. I can bash your motorcycle. I'm going to win that bike, but that's another story. 2-4 is not happy about that. Oh, they got to pay for meds, teeth, eyewear, and now mobility devices, all out of pocket while maintaining their condo expenses. They're now considered low income. Again, Stacey, you're making my point for me here. Fucking 10 minutes ago, Trudeau was the greatest thing in the world, and right now you're running his dick into the dirt for me. I don't have to do a goddamn thing, girl. You're doing it for me. Everything that you're talking about right there, every single thing that you just put on that fucking thing right up here, like right there, all of that is a direct result of the Liberal Party of Canada over the last fucking 10 years or 9.5 years. Every single one of them. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. That is so true, Robert. I never thought of it in those words. Thank you again, my man, for putting something in perspective for me. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. Let's make North America great and take our government back from the retards in power. Corey, I got no problem with that. I got absolutely no fucking problem with that. If some better minds than mine, or if some other people along with me came up with some ideas on how we can do certain things, I'd be there. I would be there. I would answer that calling. If it took another convoy, I'd be there. I would park this truck in the parliament. I'd fucking park it in Trudeau's driveway. Right? I would. I truly fucking would, Corey. I would do that again. You wouldn't have to ask me twice. There's got to be another way. Are you Uncle Cy Robertson? Carl, what do you think? Anyone that took that COVID-19 shot lined Trudeau's pockets with money. Where is that money going? Do you know that Trudeau bought enough he used all the federal, the government's money, the tax money. He bought enough vaccines. I hate using that word. Fuck me. It's not even a vaccine. A vaccine is something you take that will kill and prevent a disease, right? You can get, a measles vaccine, the fucking any of the diseases we had as kids that you got a vaccine and then you don't get it anymore. COVID vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine isn't a vaccine. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. Truly. I can take that shot, that COVID shot, and I can still get COVID. All that thing is supposed to do is dull down the symptoms of what's going to happen to me. But it doesn't prevent me from getting it, and it doesn't prevent me from giving it. If I've got it, I can still give it to somebody else. That vaccine was a joke. It was a goddamn milkshake, right? It was a planned milkshake. Now, I don't have the time or the energy to walk down that road tonight about the COVID shot, okay? Because I am vax-injured. I was vax-injured by this vaccine. And I don't care what anybody says or how, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, we're not walking down that. But I will say this. Trudeau bought enough vaccine juice, right? He bought enough juice for every Canadian in Canada to fucking get 6 doses. 6 fucking doses. He's got fucking vaccines sitting on goddamn shelves right now, sitting there that's never going to get used. Never get fucking used. Feliz Navidad, Chicago West. Thank you much. When I win the lottery, I'm going to buy a racehorse. I'll name it My Face. So when it's behind everyone else, we'll be screaming, come on, my... Okay. Putty Cat finally hits one. Putty Cat finally fucking hits one. We finally got one. That was fucking good. I've never been to prison, but I've spent a few nights in jail. There you go. Karen, where did you say you were roughly? Karen is, Karen there, she answered yes. She's in Brampton. I don't have kids. I didn't burden myself. I didn't burden my country and pollute it with children and diapers. I am only one mouth, laugh my ass off. I only have my mouth to worry about feeding. Well, that's entirely up to you. I, on the other hand, went the other way. My wife and I have, between us, we have 6 fucking children. That's a lot of mouths. That was a lot of diapers. And since they were all girls, I got 6 daughters, and even my granddaughter is even a female. I got a granddaughter. That's a lot of estrogen. That's a lot of. If I would have known I was going to end up with 6 fucking daughters, I'd have bought stock in Mattel for Barbie. I really would have. You chose, if that's what you've chosen to do, good on you. Good on you. Thanks for being here. You're taking some shots here, and you're still here. I'll give you that. You're a tough little fucker. If you just eat craft dinner, you will look like craft dinner. You'll look like Trump, right? You'll get an orange, like pasty glow to you. I don't know, Donald. Try it out. I don't drive either. I like to live a life with zero responsibility. But then what? You like to live a life with zero responsibility. You don't have a zero. You must have a job. You must have family. You must have friends. You must have. You don't live in a fucking cardboard box under a bridge, right? Look at that. Do you kiss men? No. Do you? Donald, what are you? You are what you eat. Then I'm a fucking bull. You're full of shit. Thanks for responding, Karen. I thought I was getting shadow banned again. No, no, no. What's happening in Canada right now? What is happening in Canada right now? Right now, we are actually quiet. The riot in Montreal has died off. I'm not sure what has happened to the rioters. I'm not sure. I didn't actually look up. Shame on me. I should have checked before I went live today. So at least I could tell you guys what the end result was. But I did not. So I don't know. I don't know. Do a fart reveal. Nah. You never, Neptune, you never fucking trust a fart. Always remember, farts are not supposed to be lumpy. Woo! How's Brampton doing? Even electricity is carbon taxed, Stacy. The carbon tax is on everything. Anything that you can apply in your life that you have to pay, if there's a dollar coming out of your pocket to buy something, anything, this hat, this this drink holder, this, like, anything, any fucking thing, this harmonica, anything, the carbon tax will be applied to it in some way, shape, or form. It will. And you can't fight it. You can't do anything about it. It's just gonna happen. And the shitty thing is it's going to go up. It's already been stated. It's going to go up every single year till 2030. It's not just now. It's not just going, oh, taxes here and now it's going up every single year till 2030. How do you think? What do you think about that? So fucking, what are we at, 2025? We're coming up 2025. What, we're what, 40 days away or whatever from 2025. So for the next 5 years, every year that carbon tax is going up. And what is it? It's basically the carbon tax is supposed to be a deterrent. They're saying, Trump is saying, oh, it's a tax because they're going to take that money and it's going to be for the environment. And then, but fuck off with that fucking bullshit. You know, fuck you. You're a lying cocksucker about that. Everybody knows it, right? And then it's supposed to be a deterrent to go with the combustion and engine and burning of fossil fuels and blah, 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 and to get us in the right way of electric and wind and solar. Fuck you on that too. Fuck you on that too. We've already been down that road. We talked about that the other fucking day. And it's no cheaper. We don't run those big wind farms. Those things cost billions of fucking dollars. The batteries and the electric cars, you're talking trillions of fucking dollars worth of fucking carbon footprint just to make all that shit, just so you can drive a green car for 3 years before the battery shits the bed on you. Fuck that. Fuck that. Keep burning the fossil fuel. The Trump tariffs will raise our prices big time. Depends on how he does it. Steve, it depends on how he does it. I don't know exactly how he's going to do it. He's convinced, or he's sure that he's going to be able to put tariffs on, because he's not putting tariffs on everything, right? He's not putting tariffs on everything. He's putting tariffs on specific things for a specific reason. He's putting tariffs. He's going to fucking put massive tariffs on auto manufacturing in Mexico. Why? He's going to drive all of them back home here to back into the United States. He's going to make it so expensive to build a car in Mexico and ship it into the United States, that it's actually cheaper to fucking close it down in Mexico and reopen the plant in fucking South Carolina and build cars in the United States. That's what he's doing. But he's on the right path with this, there will be no tax. You'll pay no tax on overtime or on tips. I think he's on the right path with that. Okay. Tax people the fair amount of tax on their basic income. But overtime should not be taxed. Tips should not be taxed. I think he's on the right path with that. I will say that. The federal government is taking in tax money every day. I hate to beat Eric. The federal government is taking in tax money every second. Every goddamn second, somebody is buying something somewhere. A tax dollar is being brought in every second of the day, 365 days of the year. Biden's out, Trump's in, we all win. I hear you. I agree with you. How much is the average price of pot? Mark, if you go to a dispensary, now I don't know about Alberta. I live in Alberta, but we only moved out to Alberta 4 or 5 months ago. But if you go to a dispensary here in Ontario, you can get a gram of weed for anywhere from like $7 to $10, depending. So $7 to $10, which, funny enough, is before they made weed legal, you'd be buying a gram of weed for $7 to $10. What's the big difference? So they've legalized it. It's the same price, except now they're collecting tax revenue on it. But Tolga's excuses are useless. I don't know. I like Tolga's excuses. Tax rate is how much percentage people are being to slaves. Well, it's driving people into slavery, but basically, you think about it, right? Like I said, you get taxed on the money you earn, and then every single thing that you purchase, you're being taxed on again. How much of your own money do you have, right? You can take money and put it into investments, and you will not get a big enough return on that money coming back in to balance out or to wipe out the taxes that you're paying out. You're going to pay out more in taxes than your investments are going to give you in return. Inflation. Imagine a balloon being blown up. That's inflation. More money supply. In fact, it's currency and worth fuck all. Then the consumer price, CPI, goes up. Right. Trucking with Corey G, that's for sure, brother. $250 equals 2 boxes of beer. Fuck off, libtards. You know what? 2-4, you got it. What a mess that policy is. No shit. Canadian. Sean Davidson. Yeah, I'm Canadian. I am Canadian. Tariffs are just taxes for stuff for specific countries. Organized chaos, you're right. Right? He's going after certain things. He's going after Chinese steel. He's going after the automakers. Now, the automakers are there's Ford. I don't know if Ford has anything in Mexico. I'm not sure. But I know that Toyota, Honda, I know a lot of the Japanese, they've all gone to Mexico. And he's going to force them back here, or they won't be able to afford the tariffs. Chinese steel, he's going to go after our lumber, right? Canadian lumber. The Canadian government is the only people that are allowed to sell population legal hard drugs for the purpose of depopulation. Donald, you could possibly be right. They could be looking at it in the sense of, okay, we're going to, like I said, they didn't legalize all drugs, right? They legalized weed, but they didn't legalize coke, heroin, fentanyl, and all that. They decriminalized it. There's a difference. Okay, there's a difference. Now, you're right, Donald. They decriminalized it in a province that has probably the biggest problem with it. Why did they do that? My thinking would be, what's the fastest way to wipe out the biggest amount of people? Let them kill themselves, right? Decriminalize fucking fentanyl. They're dropping dead at record rates out in British Columbia. Why? Because people get their hands on it and they're not being arrested for having it. Weed is legal, but words are illegal. What the fuck? Absolutely. Isn't that fucking hilarious? Weed is legal, but we got to watch our mouths, especially on social media, and especially at protests. Like we have the right to peaceful protest, but you got to watch what you say while you're at that peaceful protest, because they can arrest you for what you're saying. Okay? And if you're in England, they can come to your fucking house and arrest you for something that you said on Facebook or on YouTube or something like that. I can guarantee you, for things that I've said here tonight, if I was in England, they'd be banging my door in and arresting me. That was Trudeau doing that with the hard drugs. Well, I don't necessarily think it was necessarily Trudeau. Not that I stick up for him. I think that was Singh, right? Because you got to look at BC was the main was the main one through the first one through the door with that, you know, legal or decriminalizing all the hard drugs like that. BC was the first one to do it. So I think that was Jagmeet Singh, with Trudeau's blessing, of course, right? Because, you know, Jagmeet Singh and Justin Trudeau are in a permanent 69 position, right? They're both sucking each other off. So when they say a certain asset is in a bubble, it's overpriced because all the fake money went into it. That's exactly right. Tariffs might be a way to encourage manufacturing to bring production back to Canada and the U.S. And Jeanette, that's what I think that Trump is going for. Okay, he's not putting fucking tariffs on everything, right? He's not putting tariffs on everything in the world. He's going after the big ticket items, right? Big. What does America fucking produce, right? What does Canada produce? What does America produce? Auto manufacturing is huge. It's all in Mexico. He's going to bring it all back to the United States. And Canada is going to, Poilievre's going to do the same thing with Canada. What's also big in the United States? What do they do in Pittsburgh? What was Pittsburgh known for? Right? They got a fucking football team, and the second part of the Pittsburgh what? Right? Steel Town. Steelers. Where does fucking most of the steel come from right now? It's not even good steel. China. Chinese steel. Well, you know what? Let's start manufacturing our own fucking steel again. Canada has two of the big, we got an entire city called Hamilton. That city was built on steel. It's called Steel Town, right? DeFasco and Stelco. I got two of the biggest fucking plants in North America in Hamilton. Now it's actually U.S. Steel, right? U.S. Steel bought it. It supports an entire fucking city. That's how big the goddamn steel plants have their own zip codes. That's how big they are. Okay, that's how fucking big they are. And yet we're importing steel from China. No. Let's knock that shit off. Let's tariff the fucking shit out of that. Putty cat, I'm not reading any more jokes. Income tax was temporarily fund the war. Thank you, Donald. I knew it had something to do with that. How are words more dangerous than drugs? Well, with drugs, you take enough drugs, it'll shut you up. You see where I'm going? You take enough drugs, you'll shut up. Me, on the other hand, I ain't going to shut up. I'm more dangerous with my mouth running than I am with drugs, right? They're more scared of me with my mouth going like this because I'm talking to people like you, and all of a sudden somebody out there is going to go, holy fuck, you know what? That bearded fucking toothless fuck, he might be right about this. Maybe we should look at the government this way. Maybe we should check this out. Maybe we should investigate that. You know, they don't want people like us that think free, that are free thinkers, that use common sense, that when the government says, we're doing this. We all go, yeah, okay, let's everybody do this. How about some of us go sit back and go, why? What's the benefit? How much is it costing us? Where is the money coming from? Where are we going to make that money up? Ask questions. Use some common sense. They hate people like that. Trudeau and the Liberals hate people like that. Democrats hate people like that. Canada is a shithole. Well, Sean, you know what? I'll be honest. I said it earlier. It's not a shithole. The people in Canada are great people. Even the French. Right? You go from one end of this one coast to the next coast. Okay. You go right from the Newfies to the people out in British Columbia. The people are the greatest people in the world. Okay. Canadians are great people. They're friendly. They're educated. They are smart. They're funny. We have some of the hottest women in the world. We've got the greatest some of the greatest scenery, mountains, Great Lakes. We got oceans on either side. We got everything. But the thing holding us back is we've got Trudeau. So, Sean, Canada is not a shithole. Canada is a great country. I'm proud of my country. I'm not proud of the face that represents our country. I'm not proud of the way our country is being represented on the world stage. So is it a shithole? No, it's not. It's not a shithole. It's a great country. Trudeau is a shithead. Krista Freeland, she's a shithead. She's a cunt. She really is. Those people are the representation in the face of our country, and that's what's dragging us into the dirt. You know what? When you go to the G8 summits or the G8 5 summits and all whatever the fucking whatever number they decide to put on it that month, and Trudeau goes there and the other world leaders of the G8s, of the G countries, and they will not acknowledge him, what does that tell you? If I was Trudeau, I wouldn't even go because the rest of the world won't even talk to you. They think you're an asshole. You've already been called by the German leader, the English leader, the fucking, who else? The French leader. You were called, openly called on the world stage. You were called a dictator. Dude, what are you doing? You like angry grandpa? Nah. It's called passion, man. There's fucking passion. That's right. And all that revenue coming in from these illegal taxes since World War II. And now in 2024, we are in debt. The one red light camera at Coxwell and Eastern in Toronto brings in 10 million in revenue. Oh, yeah? Well, what do you think the 407 used to do? Okay. What do you think the 407 used to do, Stacy? Okay. And what did they do with that? They sold it. If you take the 407, well, you don't drive, but if you take the 407, that money's not even staying in Canada. Some fucker in Europe owns it, or a conglomerate owns it. Holy fuck, man. What's going on, Umberto? Good to see you, man. Anyone who thinks it's impossible to do underestimates potheads. I don't give a fuck what you say. I truly don't, Corey. You can't smoke that much weed. And that's just one red light camera. There are over 1,000 red light cameras in Hogtown City. Yeah? Then why is there a deficit? If that's one camera and it makes 10 million a year and there's fucking, what'd you say, 1,000 of them? Why is there a deficit in Ontario? Why is there a deficit in Canada? Why is that right? What you've just described there, right? 1,000, let's just say there's 1,000 red light cameras all pulling in 10 million each. There's your deficit. Where's that money going? I don't believe that. What's going on, Craig Rat? Morning, boy. How the hell you doing there, man? Sorry. How the hell you doing there? It is morning for you guys, isn't it? What are we? We're at 8:30, 8:35 here. So what are you? 2 o'clock? 2:30? No, 1:30. You guys 1:30 in the morning? It's Saturday night though. So even over in England, you guys got to be fucking doing something. Good to see you, though, Craig Rat. Thanks for hanging out with us. I don't believe that there's 1,000 red light fucking cameras through Hogtown in Toronto. That'd be kind of impossible. I don't think there's that many lights. How'd you lose all your teeth? Smoking? I wish I did. Fuck, I just gave up smoking cigars 6 weeks ago. Fuck, that hurt. No, I didn't lose my teeth smoking. We've got whatever. We got other issues, and it wasn't from lack of taking care of them. My family, the men in my family, my father, my grandfather, my father, myself. Funny enough, my brother did not suffer with it. We suffer from a disease where our teeth rot from the gums up instead of rot from the teeth down to the gums. And at some point in our lives, you lose your teeth and you got to go with dentures. And you know what? I just haven't bothered with the dentures yet. So. Woo. I will never believe a politician that we are broke. Never. Put it this way, Stacy, if they're printing more money, where'd the money go that they spent? They're broke. Used vehicles have already had the tax paid on them, but you pay it again. Tom, very good point. Anything that can be resold and resold and resold and resold, as long as it's being sold from a retail outlet, it will get taxed again and again. Now, it may get taxed at a lower rate because let's just say you buy a car for $20,000, you pay tax. 5 years later, you sell it for fucking $12,000, right? The new guy pays tax on 12 grand. And then he keeps it for a couple of years and he sells it for 8 grand. The new guy pays tax on 8 grand. That car has been sold 3 times and is had tax paid on it 3 fucking times. How is that right? How is that right? I ask you, anybody? I'm going to step on your bunion. Hey, knock yourself out. You give that a shot. See how that works out for you. Oh, hell no. I don't smoke that stuff. Been clean for 30 plus years. You and me both. Northern media, you're acting like the finances are completely transparent and they are not. But Stacy, they should be. Why aren't they transparent? It's our fucking money. It's our money. Okay? The way it's supposed to work, like in a real simple, break it down in simple terms, okay? It is supposed to work very simply. Tax money comes in. That's what it's collected for, right? They collect your fucking taxes. Portions of it go to infrastructure, education, military, retirement. You should know, as a Canadian paying all of that, where the money is going and how much and where it went. Why don't we know that? It should be transparent. You're saying it's not transparent. You're right, it's not. But it fucking well should be. Remember this. Every single government official that is sitting in a fucking position of power was voted there. Okay? They weren't hired. They didn't get hired into that position. They were voted. By who? By us. Okay? By us. That's so in other words, that's our money, okay, paying their salaries, and they are there to work for us. That's not what's happening. These motherfuckers are working for themselves. Where's the money? Show me the money. Show me the money. I want to see the fucking money. I want to see where it went. That's where Trudeau's in shit right now with this green fucking what slush fund. Where's the fucking money? $400 million just walked out the fucking door. Stacy, do you have the 400? Did he give it to you? Nerd in motion. Oi, oi. How's my favorite Canuck trucker? What's going on there, brother? Look at this. We got all the Englishmen in here today. We got the 3 top Englishmen in here. We got Crag Rat, we got the Nerd, and we got Robert. All 3 of them are running through the chat. Okay, Toga, no more Englishmen, please. We got 3. 3's our limit. Please don't invest and please spend more and more, folks. We need more growth. I don't know. And Pierre wants to make government transparent and be held accountable, unlike Trudeau and all the scandals he is. Well, that's what he's saying, Karen. That's what he's saying. Now, do I believe him? Do I 100% believe him? No, I don't. Every politician in some way or another is going to tell you a lie here and there. The big assholes like Trudeau are going to lie all over the place. Hopefully, Poilievre is not one of those, and he's going to tell a couple of little white lies that I can live with, but he's going to take care of the big issues that are affecting our country and killing us. That's how you do this. That's how you have to look at this. Americans are stupid. Look at their new leader. Jersey Mike, back that up, please. Back it up. That's all I ask. You're welcome to think whatever you want. You can say you're welcome to say that. I got no problem with it. Back it up. The colonies in America started their own currency, and oh my God, I don't need a history lesson. Come on. You want to laugh at all the trucks in the UK running on biodiesel have literally had to be towed because the bio waxed up. Yeah. I was born in 1970. Oh, sorry, the Nerd in Motion. There is another legend. Yo. I was born in 1977, and by default, I was born with sin and debt. Well, you were born with debt. You can't say that you were born so much with sin. Cosmos. The fuck are you talking about? Nowadays, it's currently 108. What is that? Million? 108,000? 100? Fuck it. I can't. How many decimal points is that? How many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what number that is. That's $108 million. Whatever. Karen, I hope you stay safe there. Yeah. Tim Hortons will give you burn worms, I heard. No. I love Timmy's. I could drink that shit breakfast, lunch, and dinner all day. Nerd in Motion. Buy XRP right now before it goes up. Before it goes to $20. Don't know what you're talking about, nerd. I'll have to look at that. Adam Bennett throwing some hard-earned American $5 cash. Is this live? Well, dude, we'd be hard. My mouth would be hard-pressed moving if I was dead, wouldn't I? Is Sterling Wheel still alive? He was here earlier. I got a feeling it's Saturday night, and I suspect that he's got Red Lady naked, and he's probably drunk again. So I could be wrong. I'm just taking a quick peek at something here. Sorry. Just need to take a quick look. No big deal. I apologize. I'm back again. But thanks for the $5, Adam. Appreciate that. $5 American. So what are we at? $1.50, 5 times. So that's $6.50 Canadian. Damn, man. I can get a coffee and a donut, a coffee and a bagel for $6.50. That's awesome. Appreciate that, Adam. Good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in here. Oh, Stacy is laughing. Uh-oh. I think Nerd and Tyke are about to start having a bromance. Tyke, you handsome bastard. Jeanette, Tyke Truckin', have you ever heard of the statement, no taxation without representation? Oh, here we go. Oh, Jeanette, you don't know what you just started, Val. You don't know what you started. The real reason why the Revolutionary War of 1812 was started. Oh, God. I only go out with hubby Friday night for a drive and out Saturday for groceries. Well, it's because you can't afford to go anywhere else these days. The only reason I get out so much is because I get paid to drive a truck. Stab McShab, what's going on? Hey, bud, Christmas party is compulsory this year, so I'm going to be outside on the big stogie. Window liquors burst your arse all year, then kid on you like them. Rather take my eyes out with a blunt spoon. Actually, our company's Christmas party is tonight, and I don't go. It's I have my own reason for why I don't go to company Christmas parties, but we just don't go. Sterling, who's even that? Yeah, who's Sterling? We don't know who Sterling is. Funny to think I was talking politics, yet I was saying my hate for them both. You know what? You can hate Trump. You can hate him as a man, but watch what he does with his policies and watch what he does as a president. You don't have to like the man to at least fucking, because the policies will give you a better life. I got a feeling, and I can probably tell you right now, that as Trump as your president for the next 4 years, at least for 4 years, you're going to catch a bit of a break. Tax wise, dollars wise, cents wise, living wise, cost of living wise, inflation wise, fucking, you know, a lot of things, a lot of aspects of your life are going to get better. Fucking Trump is going to fuck him up. Nerd, I don't think so. Fuck him up with what? Fuck him up with what? He can't fuck it up any worse than Biden did. Show of hands who voted for Mulroney in the 80s and agreed to NAFTA. Whoa, anybody? Anybody going to be crazy enough to say that? See, I didn't vote for Mulroney. Right? Besides, it wasn't until 1987 that I would have been allowed to vote. Right? 1987 is when I was 18. So, Michelle with his big, look at nerd. Michelle with his big, It's been over 10 years since I've been out alone here in Brampton. That sucks. Tyke, Jeanette, yes, that was the problem. No representation of the colonies in the UK Parliament. There you go. See, you two are going to go talk. Dan Brazilian is the freaking man. Oh, what? Bilzerian. Sorry, I can't believe I said that. God bless Dan Brazilian. I don't even have a clue who that is. Sorry, man. Don't know who it is. Richmond, north of Richmond. That song came along at the right time, and it could not be any more true than it is right now. I fucking tell you. It is so true. Guys, do me a favor and hit the like, if you don't mind. Trudeau and full retard. Who needs to take helmet and burst his teeth. Trump is a sexist piece of shit. Don't care what the have for title. Those two waste of air are scum. Corey, you drinking? You drink? You must be drinking. Everyone, buddy. Facts don't care about your feelings. Spence, that's absolutely true. Facts don't care about your feelings. Absolutely true. I've been selling my soul, working all day overtime hours for bullshit pay. Yeah. Well, at least with Trump, you're not going to get taxed on your overtime pay or your tips. The illusion is the government cares about us. The government does not give a flying fuck about you. Exact number at Wheelburner Express. You mean the official number by exact number. Let it go, sir. Just measure it by your own inflation rate as is. There is no any other way to that. Okay. Pension is a lie of any country. Is it a lie? I won't say it's a lie, but is it something that has been put in place and used properly? Not in Canada. Not in Canada, right? The Canadian pension plan is the most probably that and the teachers fund was probably the two most abused and misused funds of money in all of Canadian history. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't bother with pensions. Instead, I trade myself. What are you trading yourself for? Most women don't understand logic. Well, duh. Hey, careful there, Tyke. I'm married to one that does. Tyke was a joke. Does logic exist anymore? Logic does. Common sense doesn't. Depends on the generation. Babbling wisdom. Trudeau is a tool. You're being too kind to the tool. History wasn't written by the losers. Buck Brown very well said. Ugh. That Dr. Pepper is almost done, and then so am I. I got the word Fugazi from the film The Wolf of Wall Street. I think everybody did, Tyke. Great movie. Great fucking movie. Holy shit. Why didn't somebody tell me I'm like fucking 3 hours behind in the comments? Look at this. You guys are fucking nuts. Holy shit, dollars. Shit dogs, shit balls. Not all rich men are bad. Gay Chicken Hawk, good to see you. Wilbur, you're absolutely correct about Trump. He will have good policies and he will up the Constitution, our freedom. Like I said, you don't have to like the man. Is he sexist? Sure. Does he say some of the most ridiculous shit you've ever fucking heard in your life? Yes. But did he do what he said he was going to do in his first term? He did. He did. The American people, whether you guys fucking realize it or not, you guys never had it so good. Okay? You had 8 years of Obama, right? And you had it better in 4 years of Trump than you did with 8 years of Obama, and yet you fucking voted him out and went back to fucking Democrats. And look at the last 4 years you've had with these twinkle-toed cocksuckers, right? Jesus Christ. How did you fuck that up? Not all rich men are bad. I'm a nice guy. Santa, I knew you were real all along. Yeah. So did your mom. Every dollar spent on raffle tickets goes directly to benefit Forgotten Angels. Buck, did you put that link in here? If you did, it's all good. I got no problem with it, Buck, if you did. Bug-eyed crowd, all my trust, I don't give a heck about any type of brand, but when I saw that bike's design, I literally fell in love just to hardly. Doesn't that night rod, I'm going to win it, okay? I've already got the winning. I've got my tickets. I've spent my money. That bike is coming home. I'm going to go get it, and I'm going to ride the fucking thing home. Don't you worry. That's my bike. 2-4 thinks he's getting it. He's not getting it. I'm getting it. Trump is not a bad guy. To have sex with a woman and pay them not to tell anyone is not that big of a deal. Who hasn't done that? How do you argue? You're not wrong. Chicken Hawk, what the fuck? S'more, I got to tell you something, Kate. Chicken Hawk is our resident flying truck driver. He's a good friend of mine and Dar's. Him and his wife are a good friend of mine and Dar's. So S'more, you're fairly new here. Chicken Hawk has been around for years with us. Him and his wife, Special K, they fly around in their airplane. They drive their truck. They're truck drivers. They drive their truck. They fly their airplane. They live down in Florida. They bar hop. They drink way more than anybody should really drink. He eats well. He lives well. And he says whatever the fuck he wants, whatever comes to mind. And I love him for it. I love him for it. So you go on Chicken Hawk, what the fuck? Me, I'm just going, yeah, that's just Chicken Hawk. So you know what, S'more, just shake your head and go, yeah, okay, Chicken Hawk. My life is better with a Chicken Hawk. So we keep him around. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but I'm guessing that on day one, the Keystone Pipeline will go back online. Oh, you're goddamn right it will. You're goddamn right. You're rich. Can I borrow $10? No, you won't have to borrow it. I'll give you $10, Larry, but the chances are I won't see it again, so you don't have to borrow it. I'll give it to you. What is that? Caesareanism. Fuck, say that with no teeth. God damn. This guy, a well-known child predator with multiple convictions for brutally assaulting these little kids. He's a sick, disgusting man and should not be online per his sentencing. Stay safe, y'all. He's a freak. Who the fuck are you talking about? V-Rod coming east. No, it ain't. It's going west, baby. It's going west. No V-Rod's going. You've already got a bike, 2-4. You've got a beautiful bike, right? I went bike shopping when I got home, and would you believe everything that I went after was either gone or the guy changed his mind. No, I don't want it. I'm not selling it anymore. My son wants it now. Fuck you. So now I'm getting that. I'm getting that night rod. It's coming to me. Sorry. Well, that's what happens in an election when you don't cheat. Yeah, there was no cheating this time. Chicken hawk is so hard, a cat couldn't scratch it. That's awesome. I laughed at it. Now worries I love comedy when I see it. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry about chicken hawk. Okay. Everybody should have their own personal chicken hawk. It's people out here smashing for free shit. You better get paid. I always get paid. I don't do nothing unless there's, well, that's not true. I do throw out, my wife and I do throw out a few dollars for charity. We also, we dole out money for military vets and shit like that. But when it comes to general public, when I'm doing work, like when I'm working here, I don't work for free. Okay. I own this truck. I operate this truck. I don't work for free. S'more comedy. I wasn't making a joke. Yeah, you're going to have to learn when he's joking and when he's not. Chat bats roll in. Yeah, no shit, eh? Oh, I almost lost your live feed, so I'm going to subscribe. I like this chat. Well, you know what, Stacy? I appreciate that. Come on back anytime. You're welcome here anytime. Just remember, anytime you want to say something, don't just throw up a title. Be ready to back up what you want to be ready to back up what you're saying. Nothing will happen to you. Some people might call you crazy, my people, whatever, but fucking look what they call me. So thanks for hanging with us. Thanks for coming in here. Appreciate it. England was the birthplace of common law, opposed to Roman civil or canon law. There's no civilians in England or Canada, but subject to the crown. Jesus Christ. There wasn't last time. Chicken hawk here in a move. Come on. I'm no snowflake. I see you, wagging finger. Rumor is Chicken Hawk taught Snoop Dogg how to drop it like it's hot. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, mind you, I taught Chicken Hawk, but, you know, he put his own twist on it. Oh, it's like a rebuttal. Toga only mods and Brian can see a shit comment. Yeah. It's funny on StreamYard, I can see all the comments. On the phone down here, when you guys delete something, when Toga deletes a comment, like when he's modifying and deleting, it doesn't get deleted off StreamYard. I still see it. So I just skip over them. That's why I kind of bounce back and forth, because shit gets deleted. I don't necessarily see it. That's the issue, though. So you're right. Yeah. Introduced my girlfriend to the family over the weekend. Everyone was shocked, especially the wife. No, your last one was better. It's true. Brian taught me all the tricks and the trades. Santa Claus parade today in the city. Talked to 3 people I haven't seen in years. How'd that make you feel, Robin? Pretty good, eh? Pretty good, eh? Not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. We got 63 likes, man. I appreciate that, guys. You know what, though? I think I'm going to start winding this down. It's 9 o'clock my time. My drink is empty. I got about 2 hours and 15 minutes in. Anybody else wants to go live? I'm going to call Dar and say my goodnights and say, or talk to her for a bit and say my goodnights. And if you want, anybody else wants to go live, Buck, Sterling, Nerd, you want to go live? Give it a shot. We can all tune into you guys. Oh, I worked for that one. Excuse me. Tolga, thanks for being here, brother. And thanks for doing what you do. Couldn't do this without you, man. You're still the best mod around. That's it. We're done. Who's going live, or is Mr. Best still live? I don't know if he's still live. He's over on Rumble. He was live earlier. I tuned in for a little while. But while I was actually upstairs cooking, I was watching, and then Dar called, so I was still watching Dar. But I was watching James. He's still going. He's over on Rumble now, though. With that, anyway, though, drop a line for the next live. You know what? I'll tell you right now when I'm going live again. It'll be tomorrow after Shannon Thomas. I always like Shannon Thomas. Shannon does her morning coffee. So she's going to do probably morning coffee. She never has a set time, right? So she could go at 8 o'clock in the morning or she can go 10 o'clock in the morning. But whatever time she goes live, when she's done, I will follow her tomorrow afternoon. So we're going to be live tomorrow morning. So we'll be live some point tomorrow, but let's say between 10 and 1 o'clock, following Shannon Thomas. So with that, guys, Nerd, great seeing you. Robert, thanks for hanging. Chicken Hawk. Good to see you. S'more, come on back. Keep coming back. It's great having you. 2-4, you're the man, brother. Thanks, guys. We'll see you guys down the road. Be good, eh?